everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video and review is about probably one of the most controversial books out there, simply because of the language and that not a whole lot of people seem to take into mind that this is a product of its time. And this book is Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, or better, as his real name is Samuel Clemens. As a matter of fact, I think, this book actually has his name, Samuel Clemens, on the front. So I understand there's a lot of issues with this, but as I mentioned before, it is a product of its time. Samuel Clemens was using words that he knew that were commonly used in those days, and I understand why you would find that problematic, but the morals that I took from this book really did in fact, what's the word I want to use? It's sort of like deepen, I guess I could say deepen my beliefs that slavery is wrong. Deepen my understanding in that aspect, because it is. So, but the way it's written, see, that's the thing though. Some of these people who are complaining about it are just complaining about the language that is used, and like I said, I understand that. There is a great illustrated classics version of this book if you want to avoid that language. It is devoid of that language and is suitable for younger readers, or basically all readers of all ages, especially for those, like I said, who isn't interested in, opening this book and seeing some of the words that were used at that time that we find, understandably so, problematic. However, not all words in this book are problematic. Like I said, it was just the words they used, and that's all that Mark Twain knew. If he was writing today, he probably would use the appropriate words, but since he isn't, he's using the words he had. So that's why I would recommend this great illustrated classics if you're not interested in getting those words, because they do take that out. The other thing is there is a movie by the Walt Disney Studios starring Elijah Wood and Jordan B. Vance that is phenomenal. It really hits home the message that Samuel Clemens was trying to get in the book. And, it does it in a very tasteful way. Like I said, just like the great illustrated classic, it takes out all those words and keeps it very simple and clean. If you're interested in getting to know what the story is about, I would recommend the great illustrated classics or the movie, as it's very close, at least to the meat and bones. There are some changes that were made, obviously, to the movie, and which I think made it better. So definitely give that a watch. But other than that, I did enjoy this book. It tackles some pretty, besides slavery, some pretty important themes, and it's not something you'd actually normally see in most books nowadays. But like I said, if you don't want to handle the language, great illustrated classics, I'm going to keep saying that, so maybe you'll go and check it out. But it's definitely something to look into, just to, even if you just read the great illustrated classics version once, just to say you've read it, and so you can have an idea of, what the basic storyline's about. Then go ahead. If you eventually you're like, no, this isn't the story for me, that's fine. There's always another book out there that you might enjoy. Thanks for coming to that rambling of a review. And if you do, in fact, check out this book, I understand it really didn't exactly say a whole lot about the book in general, outside of just saying, yeah, just keep in mind it's the product of its times. And then there's the Great Illustrated Classic version that takes out a lot of that. Then yeah, but I think the main point of this for me right now is to get out a little bit of frustration because it is still a pretty good story. And, you know, a whole lot of people aren't reading it because of some of the language that was used, like I said, again, which was a product of its times. Great Illustrated Classic version is out there, the movie is out there, there are other ways to get around it and get the meat and bones of the story. But if you do eventually get this, I do hope you enjoy it. You know, it's about a boy who helps a runaway slave get to freedom. What's not liked about that? But anyways, if you do get the chance, I hope you like it. If not, there's always another book to read. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, and happy reading.